Hi, this is Mr. Sigler, and I'm going to go through which multiplication facts I would like kids to focus on and how I arrived at those particular facts. So I have in front of me a multiplication table. You can see it goes from 0 to 12. From my answers are 1 through 144. Now, to get the most bang for our buck, I would like to only focus on 36 of these facts. And I'll try to do this quickly. But my logic is we know that anything times 1 is just that number. And to make cards that practice 1 times the number may not be the best use of our time. So anything that is just 1 times something, we're going to get rid of. Likewise, arguably, for instance, 4 times 10 is just 40. So a lot of kids will know that when you multiply by 10, you simply move the decimal to the right or put a 0 at the end. So arguably, we wouldn't need to practice our 10s. So a lot of kids know their 10s already. Okay? And further, at least to start, 11s and 12s. Now 11s have that nice easy pattern. 11s and 12s are important. And when you and I were young, we learned our 11s and 12s right away. Well, if we're a child that hasn't learned their facts yet and we're in 6th grade or 7th grade, maybe it's best that we focus on our single digits first, and then after we're done with those, we can get to our 11s and 12s. So I'm going to get rid of the 11s and 12s as well. And what's left is this rectangle here, okay, of numbers. So this is where very soon we're going to get through these now as well. And there's where I want you to focus on making the cards for your child. We start with 2 times 2, and our last one's 9 times 9, okay? Well, even here, there's some opportunity. For instance, if I make a card for 2 times 3 is 6, do I need a card as well for 3 times 2 is 6? So arguably, I can get rid of more. And if I keep, if I go down here and I keep my squares, okay, my square numbers, and I just start taking out these, which are, for instance, I'm taking out a 5 times 4 is 20. Because I have 20 right here. I have that 4 times 5 is 20, okay? So I'm just going through and I'm decreasing what I have to practice. I'm kind of getting the most bang for my buck here, okay? And when I'm done, what's left is exactly what I'll need to focus on first, okay? Now, if you can pause the tape here, however you want to do it, but what's left, okay, is what I want to focus on. And I'll highlight these quickly. And if you want to just freeze your video and make cards for these problems, okay? And again, we're still at, well, actually, we're going to get rid of this one as well. We're still starting with 2 times 2 is 4. We have most of our 2s. We're still going to practice. Then we have 3 times 3 is 9 and onward. 4 times 4 is 16. All the way up 2 times 9. And finally, we end with 9 times 9, okay? So these are the facts, and there should be 36 of them here, okay? Now, in order to, when you make your cards, we want to make sure that the cards are written horizontally, just like when we read. So we read from left to right. A lot of cards that you'll buy in the store are written vertically. We want to keep the same logic. We want to read left to right. One side of the card will have the math problem. I just picked 9 times 3 randomly. So it says 9 times 3 equals. The other side has everything written out. 9 times 3 equals 27. Now, this is important. How I want you and your child to practice at home. After you make your cards, okay, you're going to have 36 cards. Here's how I want them to practice. You're going to show them this side of the card, okay? And I would write in pen. Sharpies tend to bleed through, and you can see the answers, or it makes things unclear. Here's what you'll say. They'll see the card, and they'll have to say, while reading, 9 times 3 equals 27. Okay? They flip it over, and they say it again with the answer visually. 9 times 3 equals 27. Okay? Now, let's say they didn't know that. Okay? Let's say they didn't know, and they say 9 times 3 equals, and they're thinking, and they say, I don't know what that is. Tell your child it's 27, but to have them read it. They're going to say, you told them the answer, and they read it. And they say 9 times 3 equals 27. And you flip it over, and they see it again. 9 times 3 equals 27. It's so important that they say it twice out loud, and they see that without the answer, and they see it, and they say it with the answer, okay? That process is going to get it into their heads that much quicker. They're repeating it twice. They're seeing it without the answer, but they're saying the answer out loud. Then they see everything together. It's going to get these facts into their head even quicker, okay? Now, they're not going to say just 27. So I want to make sure that is clear. If they see 9 times 3, we don't want them to just to say 27 and they move on. They have to still say, if they know it, 9 times 3 equals 27. You turn it over, they see it again. 9 times 3 equals 27. All right? Now, you can set aside the cards that they don't know or they had a problem with and make that stack even smaller and smaller, or you can continue to go through the entire 36 cards. I would say to do at least 2 rounds a night or more. Get into that habit. Take 10, 15 minutes each night to go through. I guarantee you'll see progress. You'll see them starting to understand and memorize their facts. Any questions, please contact me, and thank you for watching.